Yo, what's going on, Frag fam? How y'all doing tonight? So I got a little something for you. I'm going through these samples that I got for Father's Day. This one's Astrum Nova. So, first I'm wearing it today. Got it from Scent Split. I'm sure you can probably see that on the bottle. Maybe not. But anyway, it's from Scent Split. Off the bottle, man, this is a really stunner of a fragrance. At least what your initial impressions are, right? When you smell it off the bottle or your first wafts. But let me tell you, it's different. It has a very strong very fruity start off to the fragrance. Like it puts you in the, I don't know, 1907, Stefan Humbert Lucas is the blue bottle. But also super fruity like that. There's a few others, but it quickly transitions to something different. So it says on Frenetica that it is a fruity, tropical, amber, musky, sweet, floral, woody, oud, powdery, and vanilla fragrance. It's a mouthful. And it gets a 4.34, so a good rating. It says it's an all-season fragrance, day or night also. And it states that it has in it mango, amberette, bergamot, lemon, and mandarin in the top. Middle, orris, bergamot, osmanthus, and then base, oud, ambroxan, amber tonic, musk, vanilla, tonka bean, and oak moss. Now you guys can read this stuff for yourself, and hopefully I'm a little bit louder and maybe you can hear me better or whatever have you. My wife and my son are out camping. They decided to go with a family friend, and I get to be a little bit louder. Usually have to be quieter and more toned down than what I would be in real life. But super good fragrance. So what I get during my wearing experience was first hour, I would say it stays pretty fruity and very tame. And then quickly transitions to what I perceive as a cherried tobacco. Now, there's nothing in this that tells me, light vanilla too, so it's like a cherry, let me add this, cherry plum vanilla tobacco. And that stays throughout the rest of the fragrance. So if you're not a tobacco fan, I would say kind of stay with this because this is what I get from my impressions. It's still good. And it's not super overpowering. It is very strong projecting for like the first 3 to 4 hours, I'd say, in that transition. So it starts off very fruity. First hour or two, let's say hour and a half. Then it starts going into that cherried, plum, vanilla, tobacco scent, at least to my nose. And that's all I can speak for. I don't know what your nose might get, but that's what I'm getting from it. It's very strong in a tobacco, or what seems to be tobacco. And it could be a combination of all these notes melded together. And that's why I'm getting that. As I recommend, I'm glad that I got the sample. Because if I got the full bottle, the chances of me reaching for it, especially in the summer, would be almost slim to none. I think people like it. I know people liked it because I had a few people comment on it saying that they liked it and they were impressed with the fragrance profile. And I took like 4 samples in with me today, so people had a variety to smell when they asked. And Astrum Nova was the most popular one. Now I took in Dim. I took in 1 second, and I reached the box. Wrong box. Well, anyway, so I can't reach the box. So I took in like the Hubigant fragrance that I mentioned earlier. And I took in one other one. Can't remember what it is, but nevertheless, Astrum Nova was the overall winner of everything that people were able to smell off the bottle or spray on themselves. So is it a good fragrance? Is it mass appealing? 100%. My personal opinion, I give it like a 7.5 out of 10. I'd probably give it closer to a 3.75 to 4 on the Fragrantica score. It has longevity. It has the projection. It has the compliment appeal, and it has overall initially a great smelling fragrance. I expected something a little bit more fruity and not so dark, I guess. And that's just my own expectations. And maybe that is wrong. Maybe that shouldn't be done. You should go in with an open mind. But from what I've seen from reviewers, all they talk about is the opening. Going back on thinking about it, all they talk about is the opening and the first spray. They're not talking about the overall wearing experience of what, hey, this can get a little dark. This can get a little edgy. And not say it's a bad edgy. It's just not personally my cup of tea. I'm not really big into woody fragrances. I mean, not woody, but tobacco-y fragrances. I would say I don't mind tobacco in a fragrance. I just don't want it to be the overwhelming star of the show. But that's just what I get off of it. And hopefully this was something that you guys took interest in, and maybe gives you a second to rethink your full bottle purchasing options. Because the last thing I want you to do is spend your money, your hard-earned money, on a fragrance that you're not going to reach for. And I was listening to someone else earlier today, and it's true, we all are in this grind of buying something new when we are infatuated with the buying experience versus the wearing experience, right? And I'm part of that, and that's why I'm trying to go to more samples first versus just blind buying whole bottles. And I'm going to try to reel that back even more to where I'm not buying 9 mils. Even though 9 mils gives you a good bit of wearing, that's the price point. I mean, for this fragrance, I think the retail bottle was like $350. And I think this 9 mil was like around $60 before discounts. So between 55 and 60 probably. But yeah, you buy, I think the 6 bottles I bought, the 6 samples I bought was like sold $225. I don't know what your pockets are like, but it doesn't take away from my purchasing power, but it's still, if I'm not going to wear it, why buy it, right? So keep that in mind. This is just a fun hobby. Keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on living your life the best of your fullest. And keep on smelling good. So tomorrow, go smell good. It's Saturday. Hopefully it's nice weather where you're at. And have a great night. We'll talk to you later. Bye.